Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Back, back, back. White. Check 37. Check 37. Wide. You're mine. Check 31. Check 31.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
25, check 25. Low. Check 25.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 78 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready? 18 Gators. Max 50. Coming to you. 5.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yo, faster.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
8 read. You draw Porter. Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He finds his running back, Mixon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
And the Bengals first down.
General West.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Ready, break.
Mike 29. There's a party now.
Second and 14. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
The throw complete here to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Carr now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Better bring it. Express. I'm letting you know right now, you better.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Go, go. Express. Shoot that down. 26.
Check it back.
Hand me.
36. 30.
Later, 2. That's it.
To throw again. Carr. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch it.
2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Raiders' 2-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Raiders 14, Bengals 7.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Raider 1. 29. 29. 5.
throwing again. Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo. 12, Zumbo. Check 4, check 4. Undercrush. Express.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And an alley to run. There he goes, right side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
That's our own 26-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo. Express. Line 36.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And this is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Carr. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the left.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Bengals 27.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, 4 down, X3, 218, chop it. Now.
To set up a throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now the Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Go.
He'll look to throw. On the screen, Bernard. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Hurry. Kill. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game.
Makes the score, Raiders 31, Bengals 34.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't, Who's going to score the most points in this game? Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
You're mine. Slam. 5 down. Alert 3.
To throw, it's Carr. He'll buy some time right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. 280. Low. Sponge. Move that down. No. 93. 93. Check 99. That's it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr, Dixon, complete. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. Carr completes it to Dixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check. Fresno. On the ball. Check 3. Get it.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
You got Parker. Go. Hey, Charlie. Get him. Hey. 50's a mark.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready. 15-1. Hey, Foxtrot. Be Griffin.
Back to throw here. Open man is Ross, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
First down, Bengals.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
That's the way. Hey, high 7.
2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Uzama. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On the set. 50. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Show it up. Show it up. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Big dash. Big dash. Ready?
Mixon with a first down carry. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And Bullock will put this one through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. And they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Back. Check that. Well, Bimbo. Why?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
93. Hey, Delta. Express. 36 to Mike. Watch the slant.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones.
Express. Raider 1. Purdue. Hey, Raider 2.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bravo. Hey. Pick me up. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Got a man open. It's Ross. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chopper.
From the gun, Carr. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
637.
To throw again. Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Dixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Team 6. Team 6. Express. Deuce right, Chief. Deuce right. We want it.
Again, it's Carr. Completes it to Aguilar. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Express. Mike 51. Bring it. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. You're mine.
Carr to throw again. It's caught by Aguilar. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Nelson Aguilar. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Got it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Demarius Randall. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's got it to Williams. The 30, past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. The 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 81 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Express. They still playing soft. Yup. Hey, 734. Express. We got double up.
Carr going to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Dixon. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Hey, exit. Go.
They'll set up to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Switch. Slam. Hey, dude.
2nd and 10. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Time to go, night. Rush in.
Now Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. 30, 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Oakland, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.